Part 3, The Final Descent. Opening scene. A sudden confrontation. A secluded corner near the graffiti park where Detective Carla Mason senses her pursuer creeping closer. Suddenly, she spins, pinning the figure against the wall. Her heart skips. A familiar face stares back at her, trembling. It's the desk clerk from the precinct, the one she greeted daily. "You," she whispers, recoiling. The sinister grin he gives is chilling. Unearthed secrets. He's calm, as if rehearsed, as he speaks. "You were supposed to check in after you finished the job on Sloan." The weight of betrayal sharpens in Mason's mind as he reluctantly hands over a slip of paper with coordinates and a time. He murmurs, "They'll expect you there." Scene 2. To the Capitol. Dark journey. Mason arrives at the Texas Capitol building at midnight. Her body aches, but the fiery resolve drives her onward, shadowed by tall, cold pillars casting eerie patterns across the marble floors. She slips through the building's darkened halls, her every step muffled as she moves toward a grand chamber. In the dim light, hidden doors open to reveal a clandestine meeting room cloaked in shadows. The secret society unveiled. Here she confronts Sloan, who's shocked but composed. "You've come to finish it, then?" he asks, as calm as if asking her for coffee. Mason's grip on her weapon tightens. "You betrayed me, you destroyed lives, all for them." The words feel heavy with venom. Psychological tension builds as Sloan smirks, confirming Carla's worst fears. "There's more at play here than you know, Carla. This isn't just me. It's..." But before he can finish, she silences him. The gunshot rings out, echoing through the empty halls, and Sloan slumps to the floor. Blood spreads like ink across the marble, staining her victory with dread. As Sloan's body lies motionless, Mason turns her gaze to a distant corner. A grand figure steps forward, the head of the society, his face veiled by the dimness. Around him, symbols, books, and chilling evidence of human trafficking ring the walls. The horror of the society's true crimes hits her with overwhelming clarity. Her victory feels hollow in the face of the monstrous machinery she now stands against. A fatal blow strikes her resolve. Before she can react, lights flood the room. Police officers rush in, and Mason finds herself surrounded, her weapon still warm in her hand. She realizes, too late, that she's been betrayed. As she's forced to the ground and handcuffed, the desk clerk appears, a smug smile on his face. He whispers mockingly, "Did you think you could win against them? You were in way over your head." As she's led out, Mason glances back at the twisted grandeur of the Capitol, now feeling like a tomb encasing secrets she'll never expose. Her expression remains defiant, but her fate is sealed, ensnared by the very darkness she tried to defeat. This final part captures the chilling, Poe-inspired descent of Detective Mason, emphasizing betrayal, psychological horror, and the tragic realization of her hopeless battle against a powerful network. Pause. 2S. As the camera pans out from Mason's defeated figure, we transition into a series of flashbacks. The desk clerk, seemingly innocuous in his interactions, is now revealed in a different light. Pause 1S. We see him watching Mason closely as she enters the Capitol for the first time, his eyes shadowed with intent. Pause 1S. In another scene, he's subtly following her through the crowded corridors, his presence always just behind her, unnoticed. Pause 1S. The moments when he handed her files, his fingers lingering on the edges, now feel sinister, each interaction a step in his covert pursuit. Pause 1S. The final flashback reveals the clerk in a darkened room, speaking into a phone. She's getting too close, he whispers, his face partially obscured. Pause. 2S. The realization crashes down. The desk clerk was the orchestrator, the silent shadow guiding her descent into darkness. Pause. 2S. Mason's struggle was never against a faceless entity. It was against someone she never suspected. Someone who was always there, hidden in plain sight. Pause. 2S. This chilling revelation underscores the depth of the conspiracy, leaving viewers to ponder the true extent of the hidden network and the pervasive reach of its influence.